Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to debut my 2015 NBA mock draft, my first 2015 NBA mock draft. This is what I think the teams will do, definitely not what they should do, because there are some teams in here that, honestly, wow, the decisions I'm hearing they're going to make, the rumors that are flying around the internet, they better not make these mistakes. Full mock draft in the description box, because I will only talk about the interesting things in the mock draft. So if you have any complaints, questions, comments, comment down below and I'll answer you. I answer every comment. If you want to talk to me, I answer the comments. So, first pick, I have the Timberwolves taking Karl-Anthony Towns. Lately, I've been hearing that Flip Saunders has flipped his opinion. Initially, he wanted Jahlil Okafor, but after seeing Karl-Anthony Towns dominate his workout the other day in Los Angeles, he said, you know what, no, we got to take this kid. Which is good, because he's the best prospect in the draft. And I will make a top 10 NBA draft prospect video, maybe top 15, maybe top 20, within the next week. So be prepared for that. Maybe Thursday, maybe Wednesday, probably Wednesday, maybe Friday. I still have some catching up to do on some prospects, but he's my best prospect. He's my number one prospect. I think in a couple years he'll be a top 5, top 3 center in the NBA. I have that much confidence in Mr. Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's not an indictment against Jahlil Okafor, because I think Jahlil Okafor will also be a top 6, 5 center in the NBA in 3 years. I think they're both good, but Karl-Anthony Towns has the defensive specialty that is guaranteed, and Jahlil Okafor is great on offense too. But if you're asking me which one is more likely, is it more likely that Karl-Anthony Towns develops his offensive game or Jahlil Okafor develops his defensive game? I'm taking Karl-Anthony Towns, because you were able to see in segments in Kentucky Karl-Anthony Towns developing that post game and being able to expand upon that. And I believe that since all these teams in the NBA love doing small ball and there are not that many great dominant centers in the NBA, if you can come in and you can dominate the post game, you will dominate. For some reason, there is this belief that, if they're playing small ball, we have to play small ball. No. There's a reason why in middle school, when you have the tallest kid on the court, you're going to do well. Just pass him the ball and he'll dominate because he's bigger than everyone else. And especially Karl-Anthony Towns, who can guard smaller players. I mean, he is pretty quick laterally. But this is not a scouting report. I like Karl-Anthony Towns. Number 1 pick, good. Number 2, Lakers take Jahlil Okafor, good. Again, I think he's going to be a top 5 center in the NBA in 3 years. Now, this is where things get interesting. Because, of course, the 76ers have to ruin themselves. If only they could sit there and take D'Angelo Russell, whom I believe is a future all-star. I don't think he's going to be the best player in the NBA, but I think he's going to be an occasional good all-star to have on your team. And someone that can lead your team, honestly, be the face of your team. So, of course, the Philadelphia 76ers are not going to pick him. I mean, and now I'm hearing they're loving Kristaps Porzingis because Kristaps Porzingis dominated his workout, which is absolutely true, but who cares? Look, the thing is with Porzingis, he's a great shooter. Yeah, no shit. The problem is he's weak, and when he has defense that's going to be on him, NBA tough defense, he's not going to be able to shoot wide open threes all the time. Of course, he's going to look great in a workout. He's a great spot-up practice shooter, but in the game, there's so many NBA players can look great in a freaking workout. I'm not a big Porzingis fan, but I'll get into that in another video. This will be a huge mistake. I mean, D'Angelo Russell is the 3rd best prospect in the draft. I think he's a future all-star. I think this is a player Philadelphia needs to take, and hell, he's going to bail them out. Because when we look back, if they take him, we're going to look back and we're going to say, wow, they did a good job. They got D'Angelo Russell, they got Nerlens Noel, they got Joel Embiid. They did a good job with this rebuilding campaign. But if they screw this up, if they take Kristaps, and then you're waiting on Dario Saric, I mean, honestly, you have way too many power forwards and centers out here, guys, and they're doing nothing for you. Joel Embiid is not playing in 2016. Joel Embiid is not playing in 2016. And yet, This is the strategy that they decide to take. And I'm yelling, but it astounds me the decisions the 76ers make on a consistent basis. And you trade one of your assets. You trade Michael Carter-Williams. You draft players just to, when they do good, to trade them. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but whatever. That's why they continue to make horrible decisions. They're going to make another horrible decision here. And praising the Lord is Phil Jackson, who has now found his Kobe Bryant, his Michael Jordan. And now he's not going to be as good as them, D'Angelo Russell, but he will be very good. And I'm pretty sure Phil Jackson will not be crying when he has two potent players offensively, and D'Angelo Russell and Carmelo Anthony. And I'm sure Phil was really considering trading, but as soon as he saw this, he's like, well, fuck it, I'm going to take him. And also, he will be able to go after a free agent big man. You have so many free agent big men. LaMarcus Aldridge, Marc Gasol, out there in free agency. So then one of them's like, you got Russell, you got Melo? I'm going to just slide on in here. And the Knicks have rebuilt. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen. I mean, hopefully it does happen. I don't really care. I don't care what happens with New York or Philadelphia, but it would be interesting. Emmanuel Mudiay, who I like more than anyone else. Now, I still have him as my fourth ranked NBA prospect, but everyone's high on, this guy or that guy. They're low on Mudiay. Look, Mudiay is good. He's the next John Wall, and he could be better than John Wall. It's not bad to end up with John Wall. So, sitting at number 6 is the Sacramento Kings because of the Philadelphia 76ers mistake of taking Kristaps Porzingis. Now, the Magic aren't going to take Emmanuel Mudiay. He's a pure point guard. Yes, he's 6'5". He's a pure point guard. You want him passing the basketball. That's one of his greatest skill sets. So, pure point guard. They have Elfrid Payton, who they wasted a pick on last year. Well, he's okay. He's a defenseman. He's Rajon Rondo 2.0. So, if that's what you want, good for you. But now you miss out on Emmanuel Mudiay, and the Sacramento Kings sit there, and they praise the Lord, and they welcome Emmanuel Mudiay to Sacramento. This would be monstrumental for the Sacramento Kings. I mean, to pair DeMarcus Cousins with a John Wall clone is huge. I remember what DeMarcus Cousins did with John Wall in Kentucky. So now he's going to have reminiscence of that. So now you have Rudy Gay, you have DeMarcus Cousins, you have Emmanuel Mudiay. Kings are building something. And you have a couple, I guess, okay shooting guards that need to be developed in Ben McLemore and Nick Stauskas. But you have something there. So, and the Kings GM, they're looking for one. If I'm the GM, if I'm a GM candidate out there, I'm like, I might want to give them a call because they're building something over here. I can be credited with rebuilding the Sacramento Kings to glory. So that's just the crazy stuff in my mock draft. Everything else is in the description box. Feel free to comment, feel free to criticize, and we'll have fun in the comments below. Until next time, which will probably be tomorrow for the Game 6 recap of the 2015 NBA Finals, I'm James Carter TV, and I'm out. Peace.